Welcome, everyone, to Annapolis, Maryland, and the Naval Academy, where we're honored to watch some of the nation's finest square off on the gridiron. We've got a terrific matchup for you today, rich in pageantry and tradition, and it ought to be a fantastic clash. As we'll see, the Groupers taking on a team from the Pac-12, the Navy Midshipmen. For EA Sports College Football, I'm Reese Davis, joined here in the booth, as always, by David Pollack and Jesse Palmer. Guys, let's tee this one up. Navy ready for kickoff as we get this game started. He'll bring it out. It's Jeffrey. Nice job by the kickoff team. Everybody stayed in their lanes, and they'll stop him at the 16. The Groupers offense will get first crack at it here. And Jesse, if there's an old war horse, a real war daddy in the training facility, here he is, back to run the show again.
Well, that's a great point, and there is no substitute for experience. There is a lot of expectations for this football team and for this offense because of that guy, and because of all the big stages and all the big moments he's already played through in his career. A lot of people are really excited, David, because he has seen a lot of ball.
All the ball, all the defenses, has rid the emotion of being really high and really low, and so those experience, those scars, they matter. They trust in him, and everybody on this offense is looking to him.
You know, the runner just has to have a little bit more patience. He bounced that thing outside a little too early, and as a result, lost yards.
After getting knocked back to open this drive, it's 2nd and 12. They'll go to the ground. Works his way ahead for 3. They'll spot it at the 18.
And, man, the big fellas up front, they don't get a lot of credit. They don't get talked about a lot unless it's negative, but they're the big component, man. They've got to get some push, to get some running lanes, get this running game going. They're the ones that make it go.
So already they've hit a speed bump on this opening drive. It's 3rd and 8. From the gun, wants to pass. Here's the pressure. He lobs one high down the left side. A big-time catch along the sidelines. Got the foot down, and an excellent throw, too.
And that is a backbreaker if you're the defense, because you've done your job up to that point. You've set up the offense in 3rd and very long. You know they're going to throw it. You cannot allow a guy to get open that deep down the field for an explosive play. Somebody's going to have to answer for that when they get to the sideline.
Oh, the speed, the acceleration, the elusiveness, and he's down to the 43.
Coaches always harp about staying ahead of the chains, and when you can run with that type of efficiency on 1st down, man, you are doing just that.
They'll give it to the back. Not much running room there thanks to this senior defender. Looks as if we have an injury on that last play, and we'll take a break to check him out. And the Groupers come to the ball trying to pick up this 3rd and short. Gives it on the option. They thought they could just run it on 3rd and short, but this defense was there to make the stop. The Groupers line up to punt it away. He ought to be able to use this first punt to pin him deep. Punt will bounce out of bounds, and they're going to spot it at the 25. So Navy's offense will try to get something going with their first possession. And guys, defenses have been trying to figure out for years how to keep this guy from getting open, and they just can't seem to solve the riddle.
No, this guy has experience. He's been in the big moments. It is so nice to have a guy that's been in your system, in your scheme. He knows the in and out.
Intercepted, and the first drive ends with a pick. Taking it the other way. Touchdown, Groupers. And they turn it into a defensive score. They draw first blood, and that is exactly what you want to open the season with a drive like that.
How oftentimes can you say that there is a safety who is the most dangerous guy on the field with the ball in his hands? Did you see that guy and his ability in the open field once he picked it off? There was nobody on offense even coming close to getting that guy down. What an athlete.
Able to find enough room to get it out across the 25. He's brought down at the 26. And Navy will go back on the attack. Finding themselves down 7-0. They'd love to get a drive going here. And that incomplete pass caused by the big hit on first down. Second down coming. So now it's second and long. He wants to change this route. Second down, they'll go to the air. Fires to the wideout. Got his man downfield. There he goes. Touchdown, midshipman. All that baby in and then strolled into the end zone for the score.
Quarterback's abilities to read the field is huge, and also the anticipation, the timing. To be able to throw the football, Jesse, and hit a guy in stride so he can get run after the catch and get in the end zone, that was a nice job by the quarterback.
Yeah, it's critical, David. Listen, a lot of times touchdown passes aren't thrown into the end zone. You've got to read the coverage, hit the open guy, and let him do the rest.
Looking for the tie with the extra point. And they did tack on the extra point. Aggressive play calling on that drive. Just 2 plays, they get the long touchdown pass to pay it off. Fielded in the end zone, it's Jeffrey. I know he thinks he can house every return, but sometimes you just have to take a knee as he stopped at the 14. They'll go back to work on offense. They just didn't quite find the rhythm on that last drive, Jesse. They had to punt it.
I think they got to be more physical, David. I think up front they got to do a better job getting blocks and establishing this running game.
And how easy does football become if you're the more physical team? If you can threaten the run and then run play action, it opens up the whole offense at your disposal.
And the groupers can really attack on this second and short. From the gun, running back on the move. And how about that play by that giant, that mountain of a man on the defensive front? The groupers are at the line looking to convert on third and short. On third and short, they keep it on the ground here. And he's going to be taken down, but there's a penalty flag on the field.
Holding.
A very productive play until it was wiped out by that penalty, and they'll go back to work. Not exactly the ideal situation for this offense. Third and long, backed up inside their 20. The give on the option. He's not going to make it. What a job by this defense to stop him in his tracks.
Great team defense on that run play. Everybody doing their job. People winning their one-on-ones, D linemen staying in their gaps, linebackers and DBs filling. You just can't do it better.
And the groupers will punt this one away. This will be the second time they've had to kick it away. He gets a block. And the punt team gets down there and gets the return man on the ground. And here comes the Navy offense. How big is this drive? Scored a touchdown the last time they had it. Defense gets a stop, and now it's up to them in a tie game.
All right, so if you're the offensive coordinator here, let's dial it in. Who are your best matchups and best playmakers to take advantage of this golden opportunity?
Yeah, and I'm interested to see this defense, too. Like the moment.
Oh, he's got some space. A solid pickup, and he goes out of bounds at the 30. Now on first down from the 30. Looking for space. It's Knox. Finds a crease at the 20. Big pickup on the ground here to keep this drive moving and give them a first down.
First down, physicality wins football games. Being able to run the football and create balance. And right here, just choose up another first down. Gives you another chance to maybe continue to run the football.
And I feel like this guy, too, is just an explosive play waiting to happen. His vision, his quickness, and he's got a burst. If you give this guy just a crease, he's going to hit it. And right now, he's doing some damage on this defense.
Rides to the back. They get him on the ground at the 3-yard line, but this defense is taking some punches. Not a lot of ground to cover and not much to defend. A big third down in the red zone. They'll try to pick it up on the ground.
3rd and 2, trying to be physical, trying to win the battle up front. Almost there, Palmer, just short, 4th and inches.
Yeah, and he was so disappointed he didn't pick up that first. He's looking over to the sidelines right now, asking for the ball again here on 4th.
Needs it to keep this drive alive. And he takes it in for a score. Touchdown, Navy! And now they'll try to get the 2-point conversion, guys.
I love running backs that have a nose for the goal line. Understand how to get there, finish strong into the end zone, know I get 6, and then go celebrate with your boys.
It's complete on the right side. He stopped short on the 2-point conversion attempt. They went right back to the well with the man who scored the touchdown, but he couldn't get it in for the 2. Coming out with it, it's Jeffrey. Nice job by the kickoff team. Everybody stayed in their lanes, and they'll stop him at the 16. We'll see what they can do on this drive that starts at the 16-yard line. They'll run the option. Gets it out to the 20 after a pickup of 4.
Playing the option, man. Consistently playing responsibility football. Nice job by the defense being where they're supposed to be. This option will just keep giving it to you over and over and over again, and you got to pass those tests.
Defense there to stop him after a gain of 1 to the 22. The groupers come to the line on 3rd and short, hoping to keep the drive alive. This defensive front just ran free in the backfield. He'll lose 3.
And just nowhere to go for that runner. He had no choice. That defense, they were bringing it up front. Everybody winning their one-on-ones, and they completely had him surrounded.
No fair catches here, looking for room. And the punt team able to smack him to the ground. So the first play of the drive, starting here from the 45. The offense changing the play. He wastes no time and comes out throwing. Snags it over the middle. And he's brought down after a nice gain.
Yeah, this is simple pitch and catch. Quarterback and wide receiver have done this 4 million times in the offseason. He catches, waits for him to take a couple steps, boom, fires it right on his chest. They can complete this probably with their eyes closed. They've ran this route so many times together.
Can't find his man as he took a shot trying to deliver that football, and it'll be 2nd down. Out of the gun, the inside give. Gets it past the marker. An explosive play in the running game as he's got the 1st down. They moved the chains on the ground last time. Let's see if they try to hit him up top. Wants to throw on 1st down. And it's incomplete, deflected, knocked away by the D.
They just have not been able to get this guy going. They've thrown it to him over and over again here in the 1st quarter, and QB and him just not able to link up. The defense knew that was where this guy was going to be looking, but these two, they've got to find a way to get on the same page.
The midshipman trying to sail way forward on 3rd and half a mile. From the gun, wants to pass. Shoots it to the left. A strike downfield. And he motors into the end zone. Touchdown, midshipman.
And this offense is firing on all cylinders right now. Starting the year, game 1, creating a little bit of a pad and separation at the end of this 1st half. But you can see why so many people are really excited about this offense this season.
He'll bring it out. It's Jeffrey. He stopped short of the 20 at the 19 and probably wishes he'd just taken the touchback. This drive will start from the 19-yard line. The give on the counter. Right there to stop him, and that'll be a loss of 3. What a good job by the defense to force that play outside.
And it's tough when you're a defense and you like to play fast and aggressive. Those counter plays are usually something that's good to run at them. But if you can be smart and stay sound and stay home and understand when people start pulling your direction, forget the fakes the other way, you can stay home, be productive, get big plays like this from your defense.
Going to need to step up to make sure this one doesn't get out of hand as the second quarter is about to get underway. This offense had a little extra time to think about it. Let's see what they have on third down. From the gun, wants to pass. Here's a heat. And the defense makes a play, sacking him back at the 10. The defense coming up big there. The sack is great, but the secondary deserves some credit too.
No doubt. When you can cover like that in the secondary and drop back in your zone and only rush a few, and you feel comfortable getting home, and they're going to get to the quarterback, that is a great feeling, and that's fun to be a defensive coordinator calling the plays.
And good work by the coverage team to get the return man down on the ground. And the midshipman offense making its way back onto the field. Last drive went for 6. We'll see if they can do it again. They'll move the tight end. Wants to throw on first down off the play fake. Deep shot for the end zone. And swatted down by the defense to stop the scoring opportunity. Try to make up for some of that lost ground on second down. Power football with the run. Breaks into the open. Got the first down. Looking for more. And he's brought down after a nice gain. With the first down, they'll put it in play from the 33. Now the play fake. Throwing right. Oh, and he just dropped it so close to his second interception of the game. Instead, it'll be second down. Couldn't make the connection last time. Let's see if they throw it again. Gonna sling it on second down. Fires toward the end zone. Oh, he dropped it. That deep ball was right on the money. Just have to make that catch. Guys, we have a second here to talk about Navy. The good news about starting the season outside the top 25, not a lot of lofty expectations. You can sneak up on a few teams, but sooner or later, you're going to want to get that attention and get into those rankings.
A lot more, but it's not impossible. In recent years, you saw it with Indiana coming out of absolutely nowhere. You saw it back in the day with USF. You've seen it with Rutgers. Like, in the past, you can do it. You can put it together, gain some momentum, but it starts with this game right here.
TCU reached the national championship game a few years back, and no one expected much of them that season either, so you never know. But what's important is what people believe inside your own locker room. This team thinks they can do some really special things this year, and they get a chance to start strong here in week 1.
After getting knocked back to open this drive, it's 2nd and 12. Handoff from the gun. Oh, he was in the backfield immediately. A 3-yard loss.
And you can tell that play went nowhere from the start.
It was definitely a great play by that defender.
Oh, yeah, he got in the backfield so quick, the running back had absolutely no chance.
Catch in the middle, it's Sheffield. They make the tackle at the 33, and it is well short of the first down. And the Groupers will call on their punt team. They've been busy out there to punt for the 5th time today. Hauls it in and looking upfield. They'll put a stop to that return at about the 37-yard line. And Navy will go back on the attack. We talk about settling for points, but sometimes when you have to settle for nothing, David, it can be demoralizing.
Yeah, and it can definitely be frustrating. And I think it leads you to say maybe I go for it more. But, Jesse, I think this offense just needs to put another drive together and just finish strong.
Yeah, and be a little bit less predictable, too, especially as they get closer and closer down to the end zone. Looking to throw on first down. Unloads it left.
All kinds of room to throw that one in there.
This offense is clicking, and clearly everything is working. The offensive coordinator's calling good plays. The quarterback and his unit is executing. And this defense right now, they have no answers.
And he does a really nice job finding open space and making a good gain before the stop is made. He now has 53 yards on the ground, and he wanted to make a first impression, and he's doing that in this opening game. Looking to the big tight end. Touchdown, Navy! And they add 6 more to the board with that trip to the house.
Wait, can I get the director to give me a replay of that? I want to count the defenders at 1, 2, 3.
I mean, there's no way they had 11, right?
I mean, that is frustrating. Defensively, what are you taught? Like, make them earn it, right? Play man, press up on them, make them earn it, make them go the length of the field, don't give up big plays, or just give up big plays and don't have anybody in the camera shot and don't have anybody there to even miss a tackle.
Let's go to the studio now and check in with Kevin Connors. Kevin, what do you got?
Guys, let's take a look at what's happening in a great college football matchup. North Texas is running away with this one behind an offense that's been firing on all cylinders. They're up by 21 over the Rebels. We'll circle back if anything big happens you need to know about.
Thanks for the update on that one, Kevin. Let us know when it goes final. Turning it, he smashes his way through again. They get this sophomore on the ground, but he continues to make plays. It'll be 1st and 10 from the 30. They'll give it to him again. Runs through a tackle. He's going to lose a yard on that one.
And this guy has been a dominant force early in this game. We're still in the first half. He already has a sack. He gets a tackle for loss there. He's playing so well with his eyes right now. He's reading his keys, and he's let...
Picked off. What a play to set him up. Bringing it back. Touchdown, midshipman. The defense does the work itself with a pick 6. Look, a lot of time left. There's a little bit of distance right now being put on the scoreboard.
There is, but it's so awesome when you're a defense and you study all week about what's coming and what routes to be ready for, and then you jump the route and you make the plays and you just go get in that end zone. It is so beautiful.
They'll try to add another to their lead. And the point after is good. Kickoff unit is out there again, and this crowd is feeling themselves after that last drive. Fielded in the end zone. It's Jeffrey. Oh, and now the ball has been knocked free. The kicking team's got it, and they take the ball right back. No reason to be in a big rush. They have some time here late in the half. Going to the run. It's Knox. Brought down after keeping those powerful legs moving, getting all he could. He'll be a few inches short. Guys, let's chat a bit about Navy. At some point, with all of the transfer portal talk and guys going in and out, you can score one for continuity with this ball club, can't you? Into the end zone he goes. Touchdown, Navy!
Another rushing touchdown. That's now 2 on the game. This offense thought they could come into this one running the ball, being the more physical team, and they look like it right now.
Ready to try the point after. And the extra point just tacks a little bit more onto this huge lead. They got the ball in great field position, and bam, bam, 2 plays and into the end zone. He'll bring it out. It's Jeffrey. And the returner will be knocked down. They've got a little time here to put together a productive drive late in the half. Motion from the back. Trying to start the drive with a pass. And he is snowed under. Sacked at the 7. We're at the 2-minute timeout, and these guys really need to build a little momentum to cut into this lead before halftime. They'll run it from the gun. How about this sophomore stopping him short of the first down line? You make up the game plan and not a lot on the play sheet for this. 3rd and long from inside their own 20. Give to the back. They stop him short of the sticks, and it'll be 4th down. Timeout called by the defense. It's their first of the half as they'll make some adjustments. The groupers will line up to punt it away. 3 and out, and not much choice but to get rid of the ball. Returns like that are why you don't settle for the fair catch if you don't have to. Picks up just a little bit of yards to help out the O's. And here comes the Navy offense. They've been the height of efficiency here in the first half, David, and you've got to think they're going to try to click it right down the field here.
When you're looking at your playbook and it's worked so well in the first half, I'm going to continue to do what I've been doing, Palmer, because it's been all gas.
There he goes. They get him on the ground, but not before he rumbles all the way to the 5. Give him 88 yards on the ground. A very productive first half here in the season opener. They'll try to get it in with the run. That is a big win for this defense as they were right there as soon as he got the ball. Can the D deny them on 2nd and goal? Looking for a path to the end zone to the right. He's brought down at the 7-yard line, and they are threatening to take it in. They believe in their running game on 3rd and goal here. Grinding and pushing his way, and man, he got behind his pads, but they get him stopped just inches away from the goal line. They're going to run it. How about that defense rising up and stopping him short on 4th down? Time dwindling away as they try to put points on the board right before the half. The give to the back. Looks as if he'll work his way forward and get it up to about the 11-yard line. First half in the books. Time now to join Kevin Connors in our halftime update.
Gentlemen, what else is new? A spirited environment there in Annapolis. And how can we begin our analysis of that first half without singing the praises of one of the elite backs in football? Racking up huge numbers on the ground, even throwing the occasional block. This kid is the total package. And if this defense doesn't adjust its strategy, he could be headed towards a career day.
Set to kick this one away.
And it'll come out to the 25. No attempt at a return. And the midshipman offense making its way back onto the field. Not sure they had to make many adjustments at halftime as they try to build on this lead here in the 3rd. Wide receiver comes in motion. Keeping it on the ground to open the second half. Picks up a useful 5-yard chunk out to the 30-yard line.
You know what? Everybody gets energized on the whole football team when you got running backs that fight for extra yards and breaks tackles. It's awesome to watch. Everybody literally gets a little jolt of energy because that guy continues to fight for everything he gets.
They think they can create space here with the run to the right. Pushes ahead for a couple. They'll mark it at the 33.
And what's the closest guy to the football, man? It's those defensive tackles, and those guards and centers have to work together. They got to get those guys and get some movement. They don't on this play, and the big fella eats. Nowhere to go. When you run into him, you usually meet the ground.
But when you've had the day that this guy's had so far, why not hand it off to him on 3rd down, right? At this point, you're almost basically expecting him to find a way to pick it up, and he does exactly that. This guy has been a monster all game.
Can't get him to the ground. Still on his feet at the 45. Oh, he's got some space. And after gobbling up some serious yardage and showing off those wheels, he's finally out of bounds. Navy is clicking on all cylinders right now. player looking to pass from the red zone. And the pass is incomplete, but it might not matter. Flag is down, and it looked as if the defense was roughing up that receiver. This offense needs all the help they can get today, and that pass interference penalty is a much-appreciated lifeline. Give to the running back. And he's loose, and he'll take it to the house. Touchdown, midshipman.
And add it on again. This offense has done whatever they want, however they want, and this lead has ballooned. When you start a season off, you want to build momentum. You want to defeat an opponent and beat them badly. That's exactly what they've done. This team looks ready to compete for a national championship.
So the officials take a closer look, and the replay booth will overturn the call. And after the really good gain on first down, they'll try to finish it off on second. Touchdown, Navy! And they take it in for 6 more points.
Well, this offense has been physical. They came out in this game with a lot of pride and the ability up front and a belief that they can block people and get it done. They are dominating this defense. 3 rushing touchdowns now in the game.
Kickoff unit back to work, and they have been busy as they've built this sizable lead. He'll bring it out. It's Jeffrey. I know he thinks he can house every return, but sometimes you just have to take a knee as he stopped at the 14. Okay, so here comes the offense returning to the field. They'll go to the counter. He's going to lose a yard on that one.
And after your defense just went out there and gave up a touchdown and let them build the lead more, you really need to come out with this drive and answer. And the running game is not in. They were ready for that. Gonna have to create some explosive plays to the passing game.
We love to see this on offense. Early in drives, getting that kind of yardage keeps you ahead of the chains.
Just inside their own 20, they need to convert on 3rd and short. He's looking to throw. Get it out on the screen. Hard running there. He'll have the first down as he gets it to the 20. Line before he stopped. And the groupers come to the line with a new set of downs.
That's a first down for the offense.
Off the play fake on first down. Rushes on him. Fires to the big fella. Runs through the tackle. Stopped at the 43 after the 15-yard pickup. Now on first down from the 43-yard line.
For the offense.
Wide receiver going in motion. Leaves it with the running back. And there was nowhere to go, just stopped in his tracks in the backfield.
Brings up
Man, the momentum is squarely on their side right now. It's starting to feel like they're running away with this one. They scored a touchdown their last time out. Now on this drive here in the third quarter, the defense makes a massive play against the run, creating a negative play. They've got the opponent going backwards.
To the ground with the back. He was looking for some place to put his foot in the ground, but the defense was everywhere, and he's knocked down behind the line. Those last two runs have been disastrous. Would they dare go to a draw on 3rd and 16? Off play action. Under fire. Here comes the rush, and they've got him wrapped up at the 28. The groupers will bring the punt team onto the field. They'll look to pin him deep. Might have thought he'd want to try to pick up a few yards there, but he's content with making the fair catch right around the 35-yard line. And Navy will go back on the attack. There wasn't much need to throw it around on that last drive for the touchdown, Jesse. They got it done running the ball.
And David, I don't think you have to overthink this thing. If they can't stop you running it, why would you stop handing it off? Just keep at it here on this drive.
Well, and if I'm the defense, I'm making some changes. I'm bringing in more big bodies. I'm playing more aggressive towards the line of scrimmage. I am not going to let them have that kind of drive again.
After the 3-yard pickup, they come to the line 2nd and 7. He might want another play. The pitch to the left. Finding open areas. Turning it on. Just what they needed, an explosive play in the running game, and they're out to the 49-yard line before he goes out of bounds.
This shouldn't be a surprise to anybody. If you've got the lead in the third quarter and you want to keep it, you got to bleed the clock. Best way to do that, run the football. And you're now seeing this offense call these run plays back to back. They are trying to be physical. They're trying to stay on the field.
On his feet at the 40. Makes a stop at the 35-yard line. They rip off 15 yards on that one, and they are rolling. Man down on the play as the officials take a break to let him be checked out. Now on 1st and 10 from the 35. Give to the single back. They'll pick up 4, 2nd and 6 coming.
And I kind of like how the running back didn't mess around. Like, just get downhill when you see an opening. A lot of times they close so fast, man. Be decisive, stick your foot in the ground, pick up 3 to 4, and we are not going to complain.
Pulls and fires it complete to the right. He's brought down quickly. Minimal gain there, still a bit short of the first down.
I like the decision by the quarterback here. Just get the ball out of your hands, get it to your playmaker. A lot of times he'll dance and make even bigger plays than he did here, but it was still a positive game.
They'll try to pick up the first through the air. Makes the grab. They've got enough for the first down, and they're in the red zone at the 20. 3rd and short, and I guess the only thing they really took out of play in the shotgun was the quarterback sneak.
Yeah, and that's kind of what I like to do, Reese. I mean, 3rd and inches, I want to run the quarterback sneak, run the football, but this team fully comfortable throwing the football, and you see why. Easy pitch, easy catch, first down.
How about the zip this junior put on that ball to pick up the first down? And on first down, they've sent the field goal unit onto the field.
Well, there are a lot of offenses out there that would probably be a little bit more conservative when you've got a lead like this in the third quarter. But when you've got the playmakers these guys have at the skill positions throwing the football, you should keep airing it out. And that's exactly what they're doing now.
And he'll just take a knee, and this drive will start at the 25. They'll put this one in play. First snap of the drive from the 25. Going right to work up top. Under fire. And the heat gets there. And they get him down at the 14-yard line. And the groupers now with a long way to go to pick up the first down.
If I'm the offensive coordinator, I'm thinking about chipping this defensive end with running backs. I'm leaving my tight ends in to help this tackle because we cannot block him. He's already got 2 sacks.
Looks as if we have an injury on that last play, and we'll take a break to check him out. Rides the back and leaves it on the option. They stop him short, and we'll have a big 4th down coming. The groupers will send out the punt unit. Doesn't say much for your drive when you're looking forward to the punt. Let's see what he can do with it. Looking for running room, he'll get it to the 43-yard line before he stops. And they'll get off one more play before the end of the quarter. Looking to throw on first down. Looking for a huge play. And it was worth going for a chunk play, but the long pass is incomplete. They're dealing with a second and long. Looking for room. It's Knox. They get him down, and that'll be the final play of the third period. And talk about spreading the ball around. Everyone getting a chance to show off the hands based on the number of targets we've seen. I guess if you're an optimist, the stage is set for a massive fourth quarter comeback. With the break, they had a little extra time to dial something up for this third down play. They'll try to get it through the air. Quickly out to the tight end. And he'll go out of bounds, and this aerial attack just continues to carve this defense into tiny slices.
And it's on third downs like this. If you want to attack the middle of the field, you got to look for the tight end. Really nice route. Great job looking that football in. You can tell this quarterback really has a lot of confidence when he's in the pocket looking for the big fella, and they're able to hook up there.
Brought down after picking up 3 down to the 22. Got 3 on first down. It's 2nd and 7. Back to pass. Oh, they're after him. Rush coming in hot, and they got him at the 29.
Man, this defense, they needed this earlier. I love to see it, and getting to the quarterback, getting him on the ground, forcing the third and long. They've struggled all day long. They've needed more of this. Maybe they can get back in it, but obviously they've given up a ton of points so far.
He's open on the right, and he'll step out of bounds just short of the goal line. Almost a touchdown, but not in there yet. And on first down, they're running out the field goal unit. Between the uprights, it's good. And that'll add 3 more to a lead that is already way out of hand.
And they just tack on more points to this big lead. Listen, fourth quarter was sitting extremely pretty. All we got to do, not give up big plays, make them earn everything they get the rest this way, and we looking pretty good.
All right, guys, so here's the offense back on the field again. Gives it on the option. Pass to Sticks, still on his feet. Brought down at the 25 after he picked up 10. They've got it 1st and 10 from the 25. They'll try the run. He's knocked down behind the line of scrimmage again, and this just hasn't been his day. Nowhere to run. And the groupers have put themselves in dire straits after that last play. It's 2nd and a mile. Off the bootleg to buy a little space. And the Heat gets there, and they get him down at the 14-yard line.
And this defense, they got their ears pinned back. They know exactly what time it is with the big lead in the fourth quarter. They've already got a bunch of sacks on the day today, and they're looking for more.
Leaves it with the back. What a job up front, and he'll lose a yard on that one.
And this offense has to find a way to run the football. They got to get more creative, whatever that looks like for this offense, something to jumpstart them because nothing really going on the ground.
Yeah, defensively, though, you got to give them credit, too, because they knew that physically they were going to try to be challenged up front. That was a big MO for this offense coming into it. But the defense, they've risen to the occasion. Their front 7 has dominated this entire game.
And here comes the Navy offense. The handoff, keep working on that clock. Found a little running room, and they get him stopped after a pickup of 6 to the 32. The midshipmen could get really aggressive here on 2nd and short. They'll run play action. Working that left side now. Couldn't quite get it into the end zone. He goes out of bounds at the 3, but they are in business.
There are a lot of offensive coordinators out there a similar situation with a lead like this, they'd definitely be running the ball at this point. They'd probably take their starting quarterback out of the game potentially, but not this unit. They are still staying aggressive. They're still taking shots. They're just trying to light up the scoreboard.
Just into the end zone, and he'll bring it out. Rolling the dice to bring it out of the end zone did not work out as he stopped at the 13. So, guys, we'll get another look at this offense. Out of the gun, the running back has it. Good surge up front, give him 4 out to the 18. Halfway there on first down, it's 2nd and 5. They go to the ground. Finds a little bit of space, gets 3 to the 22.
Man, it's really hard to control the running game if you don't control the line of scrimmage. And how about the defensive line doing a great job attacking those guys up front, not opening up lanes to run through. Nice job just nullifying that run altogether.
It'll be a first down as he gets it to the 24-yard line. The groupers come to the line with a fresh set of downs. Motion from the wide receiver. Looking for a gap. It's Craig. Not much to show for it. This defense has kept them bottled up all day. After losing a couple on that last play, here's 2nd and 12. On the option. This junior making his presence felt and making the stop after a short gain. They come to the line facing 3rd and long from the 25. Sends it back in motion. On the option. Tackle is made at the 27. Let's see if they decide to punt it. And the groupers decide to punt it away. Man down on the play as the officials take a break to let him be checked out. Coverage team able to put a stop to that return at the 42-yard line. And the midshipman offense making its way back onto the field. They had to settle for the chip shot field goal last time, Jesse. They'd love for this one to pay off bigger.
Yeah, it just comes down to execution, too. Did a nice job out in the field, stalled a little bit once they got down to the goal line, so they just need to be a little bit more crisp here, Dave.
Yeah, and listen, I think the first part was the most important part. You got to put the drive together first to get down there. Now, when we get down there, focus on execution and getting 6 points.
A quick tackle made, but he's got plenty for the first down. We've reached the 2-minute timeout, and they have this game in hand right now. We'll see just how aggressive they want to be on offense. Rides the back on the option, the give. Picks up the first down. And he's brought down after a nice gain. They'll snap this one from the 32. It's first down. Might as well give it to him again. And a good, solid pickup there before the defense knocks him down. Navy comes to the line facing 2nd and short. Here's the handoff. Big time run on that one as he goes out of bounds right at the 10. He now has 85 yards rushing, and this offense wanted to establish the ground game, and man, have they started the season right in that regard. Right down the boulevard, it's good. Well, that's just piling on. Not the penalty kind, just the mean kind.
Man, so many more times we're going to say, go for it, be aggressive. Nice to have a guy you can depend on, and you know you're putting 3 on the board. Nice kick, nice job.
Opening play of this drive comes from the 13-yard line. Off the play fake on first down, wants to throw. Gets rid of it. And his first pass is incomplete.
And this defense has put a game together. Like, it is hard to put all the facets of defense together. Run defense, pass defense. They've been so good, man. Dialed in, you can tell. They were ready, they were fast, they were physical. They dominated this football game today.
They've got to come up with a big play on this 3rd and long. Rides the back and leaves it. Gets it past the first down marker and still running. They bring him down, but the big play will move the sticks. The groupers, after ripping off that huge run, let's see if they can do it again. Running back searching for a hole. Very little running room, if any, and he just hasn't had anywhere to go in this one. Last play was a near disaster, now dealing with 2nd and 13. He's brought down, but he went backwards after that completion, not the way they had it drawn up. Timeout is called, and it's the defense wanting to make sure that everyone's on the same page for this big down. He ended up losing yardage on the play, and that'll bring up 4th down. The defense going to stop the clock with a timeout. They want to make sure they have everybody on the same page. And the groupers send out the punt unit.
On to kick it away.
No return coming here as he signals for the fair catch and makes it right around the 30-yard line. They'll leave it with him. And he'll pick up 1. It brings up 2nd and 9.
Brought down.
And I tell you what, it's really nice at this point in the game if you can lean on your run game. When you have the lead, you've got the football late in the game, you can chew that clock and start to really make that defense have a little bit of panic.
This is an area of the game. On offense, you've got to be able to run the football well. You've got the lead in the 4th quarter, and obviously you're in your own end here, but you want to bleed the clock.
Breaks into the open. They get the timeout, and the clock reads 3 seconds. And here comes the field goal team. Salt, meet open wound. Good, right down the boulevard. And they just tack on a little more to this gargantuan lead.
And you want a touchdown and you want to be aggressive, but man, right down the middle, that obviously gives me some confidence down the road that I can trust this guy.
He stopped the return right there, and that will do it. This one is in the book. The old coaching cliche, go 1-0 every week, and for the first week, they get it done.